Oh look, it's the Windows XP desktop wallpaper with a pylon and stuff. The one I always used to call Teletubby Land because that's what it fucking looked like. I'm gonna try and, where the hell's the sun? Alright, that's gonna be fun. I'll leave that there and I'll come over here. So, it's been a busy old time, as I said, as usual. It's never Wednesday, ever not. One tiny thing, and don't think I'm starting to get at people here, but please do not email me massive files. I'm on a very slow internet connection, and if you send me anything more than about 2 meg, right, that's per download, then it takes me days to get my emails, right? Also remember that I'm on this type of support, right? Before you send me an email about any problem, make sure you read the fucking manual, okay? Because a lot of stuff is actually covered in the manual, right? It's easy to look on the manual and bother to hunt out my email, right? I'm not getting to people who just, you know, if I don't reply, it's not because I'm an uppity bastard and think I'm above everybody else, it's because I'm busy doing paid work. I have a handful of hours left in the day after the time with the kids and wife. Hold on a minute. So, what's left is what I have to do. If I have any days I'm working, obviously, I might not be on back emails. And by the time I can, I've probably forgotten they're there. Right? So that's one thing I would say. I hope it doesn't come across wrong, but I've got to prioritise the stuff that I get paid for, right? Because I'm not rich. Fat fucking chance of that. We'll see. But I like this warm weather, but it's playing hell with my hay fever. Now, I don't get the streaming eyes as a general rule. What I get is I basically can't breathe very well, right? I get bunged up the fucking eyeballs and sneezing every 5 minutes. Now, I seem to have run out of hay fever today, thank God. You know what sneezing I've done. Gotta buy a new desk. You know, my workroom, right? You don't see my workroom ever because it's a fucking mess, because that's how I work. Famous story was like Dave Cardwell one night. You know, David, you know, we've been on Skype for years, but when I got the laptop with the webcam in, I put it on one day, just test it out, and he's like, mate, don't take this the wrong way, but you work in a fucking slum. I'm like, yeah, I told you, it's a mess. That's how I work, right? That's how my brain works. It's a fucking mess up there, but it comes out in order. My desk, which I've had for years, I actually got off a mate of mine, a long time ago, what, 10, 12 years ago? Big metal thing, right? All these metal joints. Great, but it's too small for me now. Because I can't fit the laptop, the intake, the monitor for the computer, everything that goes with it, the mouse, and I can't fit it all on. I've got the laptop there, 2 inches away the Cintiq. Behind that on a shelf I've got the monitor, the base unit's on the floor, which obviously gets, when it's on the floor, gets covered in fucking dust and shit. So I'm not exactly overly happy about that. I want to get things moved around, because I don't want to use the laptop all the time. I am at the moment, because until I can format and sort out the main PC, that's what I'm used to. But I don't want to run it to the ground either, right? Yeah, so I want to start putting a render network together as well of all the machines in the house, because at times it would come in handy. So there, what time we got? Whoa, it's like 3 minutes. So you've had a steady cam there for a bit. That's unusual, isn't it? Don't see that very often with me. Let's have a walk up this big fucking hill. It's always kills me. Really don't like this fucking hill, but the rest of the walk's really nice, you know. So it's part of the price I pay for having a nice walk. Now the good bit is it means it gets me away from the house and the kids and stuff, because Emily's going through a stage at the moment where she'll go, Dad, at the top of her voice. 3 seconds later, Dad, and it goes on like that all fucking day, right? From the moment she wakes up, which is early, to the moment she finally goes to sleep, which is pretty late for a baby, right? So after a while that does drive you just a tiny bit fucking insane. Love it a bit, I really do, but that just, oh, that's like nails on a blackboard. So we're looking at the moment because Kane has now discovered the wonders of playing outside on the green outside our house with other kids, so that's a little bit better, right? Still have not enough money, i.e. enough money to live. I'm sure people think I'm fucking exaggerating, but just have a look, right? I've got a denim jacket here that's about between 8 and 12 year old, I can't actually remember. This t-shirt was bought by Neil Hasden of Autodesk while he was on holiday. The jeans, well, let's say about them the better. The boots are 7-year-old and finally falling to bits. You know, this is not the outfit of a rich man, right? I'm looking at the majority of all the software I use, barring I think 1 or 2 bits. Because my name is Wayne Robson, I've done the things I have, and I can put nice stuff out. It's good for promo purposes. I get this stuff for now, right? All that software, which, you know, in a way isn't fair as a general rule, because normally when people get something for nothing, they've got enough money coming in that don't actually need it. But as luck would have it, I do need it. So there you go. I've got 5 minutes left. I think we'll try a slow walk up this hill because it's way too fucking warm to sprint up. But yeah, I'm going to go up that road there, see where that one leads. Pretty sure that would lead to Lanchester eventually. I'll have to try that one day. But see, if I do that, I would have warned the wife that I could be gone for hours longer than normal, because I'm not sure where to fucking lead. I think what I'll do, I'll look on Google Earth and I'll track it all down. Holy sheep shit. So, farmhouse over there, oh nice land. So those people who don't believe I live in the middle of nowhere, I keep saying this, I do live in the middle of nowhere, right? You see what where you see fields? You know, but more you'll see a tiny little village, more fields. See what again, you'll see a town, a village and a lot of fields. Right? That's basically where I live, middle of nowhere. But I like it because it's a price up here, right? I could move to one of the big centres of CG and pretty much fall into a job. But there's only a handful of companies I'll be prepared to do that for, because round here is so fucking nice. You know, and that's, I might whinge about having no money, but to some degree it's my own fault, because I love this area so much. It's like living in a postcard. Fantastic. You know, it's like, a good barometer is, whenever you see a place with little horsey signs like that, right, that normally means it's a nice place, at least to walk around in. You know, so I'm pretty happy, all in all. Now, I did touch on, I've started working on something called Exodus. I'm not going to tell you what Exodus is, you know the drill by now. Just remember the name. That will be its release name, but it's there because it sounds cool basically. I thought of it on my last walk. Right? I was walking back from concert and I'd been to the supermarket and I was trying to think of good software names and names for betas and things like this. You know, code names and stuff. And I thought, I like Exodus. Not just from a biblical point of view, not from that, but it's just like, it says a lot, you know what I mean? There's a whole lot of things you can get out of that. And a logo, you know, what you can do logo wise. So there you go. It is now 8 minutes 15 seconds. I'll still go right up that bank for about another quarter of a mile. And I'm already dropping the beats. So, those of you that saw me at End User, I had a great time. Hope you all had a great time as well. There will be some information about Reducto as soon as I can get all the videos. One of them's downloading now. One was actually 4 videos. It's going to take late tonight to download. Then hopefully I'll get, when I get the hands on the other bits of video, I can start editing it together and things like that. Then we'll explain more in detail about stuff, you know, and see what, you know, what people think basically. But it's a bit late anyway. It's done now, right? Right, so I'll leave you with this nice shot of the British countryside in the summer. Something we don't get a whole lot of. But you know what? It's worth the wait. See ya.